I want to talk to you about music. Because this has been on my mind for a little while, but what happened to music? Honestly, like music on the radio. What happened to it being so, like, good? Because honestly, we have some really bad artists out there. Nothing that compares to like the greats from back in like the 60s and the 50s. Sure, yeah, they're probably some of the greatest artists of all time, but there are some really good artists nowadays. But there are a lot of really bad artists nowadays. You got people like Bruno Mars, Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Two Chains. Who else? Lady Gaga's not horrible, but you know, she's up there in some bad stuff. Flo Rida, Pitbull. There's many more. I can go on and on and name a lot. You can name a lot too if you want to. But honestly, why has music changed so much in the past, like, 30 to 20 years? Like, every new generation has something new to listen to, but somehow I feel like it's getting, like, worse and worse. Like, the last generation was more introduced into the rap scene. Sure, rap was around before then with, like, Tupac and all them. But, you know, Tupac really didn't get, like, Tupac was famous, sure, yeah, but, like, now he's, like, a bajillion times famous because more rap. And I'm not saying rap is horrible. There are some great rap artists. You got Kanye West and you got Macklemore. And you got Kendrick Lamar and Frank Ocean can. Yeah, I think he's R&B more, but sometimes Odd Future and Tyler the Creator and all of them, they can rap. But really, what is actual good music? I was honestly thinking about this because our generation now is going into the dubstep field. Because dubstep is up now, and I don't hate it. It's overrated. A music choice that, honestly, I don't get what's the big hype about it. It's just a bunch of beats. You get that from a drum. You get that from a keyboard. You get that from a lot of things. I honestly just don't see what's the big deal about it. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. It's just supposed to be not just supposed to be a song, but it's just supposed to be something that gives beat, has meaning to it, has like rhythm to it, has good lyrics, and just can bring out joy in people when you listen to it. And sure, yeah, music nowadays does do that for some people. Sure, yeah. But is it the good type you want to really listen to, though? Like, I'm not saying that these guys are the worst of all time. I'm sure there are people worse than Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj and, for honest to God's sake, Bruno Mars probably. I don't know. Does that not make them good at all, though? Like, honestly, no. It doesn't really make them that good in general. Their songs are just basically all the same, and they're all the same bullshit you hear. And I'm just tired of listening to it on the radio. Like, I want to pop in some indie band CDs or go on to my local rock station that actually plays some good actual music. So, again, if someone... I just don't understand what happened to, like, music. My number one song of the year is a perfect representation of where music needs to go back to. Actually, most of my songs on my... Actually, a hell of a lot of the songs on my list really understand where we need to go back to in music. It's definitely time for a change. It's time to definitely bring back what was good. Sure, we don't need to go back to, like... Not go back to, like, just having, like, jazz music and going back to them, but going back to a point where we don't have to, like, have crazy beats, crazy, like, lyrics about sex and drugs and all this shit. We could just have, like, having a fun song. Sure, sex and drugs, you know, that's fun, right? For some people, yes. For the general public, can we get something fun back in the music industry? And I hope so in a sooner or later date, because soon I'm just going to have to be listening to one band and they're going to be the only good thing left, and I hope that never happens in my case.